man, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that.
It's Week 11 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cardinals and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Arizona.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete here. The Cardinals at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Connor. Oh, Connor loses it, and the Texans scoop it.
Pardon me, how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. On the return, Dortch. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray a give. This is Connor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this time he is in. James Conner with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A first down throw for Mayfield. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Handoff left side, Pierce. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. This is 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another first down as he tackles Maine here at the Cardinals 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly,
looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Right side complete. That's Woods. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall.
And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Murray. Screen pass to Connor. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9.
Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Murray now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals are able to move back in front.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
After the turnover, here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven against the target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his...
And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown.
Trey McBride. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 10.
Mayfield. Open man is Noah Brown. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Final play of the half, Mayfield.
Looking deep here from Mechie.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Connor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They run behind center with Connor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Here's Murray, forced out to his left.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This is a perfect example of what separates elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Pushing his way through. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield
able to find the open man. That's complete. Still on his feet. John Mechie.
touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They start the drive with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Again, a run with Connor.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Murray now on first down.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This is Connor running right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
looking for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cards are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Texans now.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Mayfield on first down. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mayfield to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Murray to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They probably need to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Back to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 11, under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Murray now. Screen pass to Connor. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that's complete to Brown. There he goes, right side. Hollywood Brown. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Houston, they